morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. CCMC realizes the need of new laws to cope with the pandemic. Government to remove legal obstacles to save lives of citizens. Coronavirus claims 145 more lives across the country. Number of active cases tops 110,000. Finance Ministry allocates Rs 4.31 billion to contain COVID-19. The fund will be utilized to improve healthcare system. India's COVID crisis hits vaccine sharing scheme. Supplies halted since March. And Real Madrid earns narrow victory against Athletic Bilbao. La Liga title race to go down the wires. And now the news in detail. The COVID-19 Crisis Management Center has directed the Ministry of Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs to carry out homeworks to formulate laws required to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. A report. During the special meeting of CCMC yesterday, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli directed the concerned ministry and bodies to make necessary preparations to form new laws as the clauses of the Infectious Disease Act 2020 were not enough to control this pandemic. The meeting took a decision to move ahead by removing exciting legal obstacles for the immediate arrangement of vaccines and oxygen. After the meeting, Foreign Affairs Minister Pradeep Gyawali shared that the meeting also directed the bodies concerned to work with more enthusiasm for the immediate arrangement of health supplies including oxygen and vaccines. To deal with the crisis effectively, Minister Gyawali stressed the need of running hospitals and various health institutions under the Ministry of Health and Population and basic hospitals run by provincial and local levels as an integrated manner. The government has started providing the second dose of Ferrocell vaccine against COVID-19 in Kathmandu from yesterday. The District Administration Office, Kathmandu, earlier issued a public notice urging the people belonging to 18 to 59 age group who had got the first dose to get the second shot. The vaccine is available at all municipalities in the district until May 28, and the beneficiaries of the first dose could visit nearby vaccination centers for the booster dose, said Public Health Administration Buddhi Bahadur Khadka. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Coronavirus has claimed 145 lives across the country in a single day. A report. The government yesterday confirmed 145 deaths across the country due to coronavirus. With this, the death toll has climbed to 5,001. The Ministry of Health and Population also reported 7,316 new cases of coronavirus across the country through PCR tests. The total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 455,020, while the number of active cases has increased to 110,263. According to the ministry, altogether 339,756 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Nepal is currently among the top 43 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 33.7 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 24.9 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 163.7 million people across the world and claimed over 3.39 million lives. And now the news from economic front. The Ministry of Finance has said it has allocated more than Rs 4.31 billion to contain the COVID-19 pandemic. The fund would be utilized to improve and enhance the healthcare system of the hospitals and to purchase medicines and medical supplies. The ministry has allocated over Rs 2.95 billion for 26 central hospitals and 9 provincial hospitals for managing oxygen plants, ventilators, among other necessary medical supplies. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for other international news. Welcome back. Now international news. The international scheme to ensure equal access to COVID-19 vaccines has fallen short by 140 million doses because of India's continuing COVID crisis. The Serum Institute of India, the largest single supplier of the COVAX scheme, has made none of its planned shipments since exports were suspended in March, according to the BBC. The UN Children's Agency UNICEF buys and distributes vaccines for COVAX. It is urging leaders of G7 nations and EU states to share their doses. UNICEF says these groups of countries could donate around 153 million doses while still meeting their commitments to vaccinate their own populations. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Real Madrid ensured the La Liga title race will go to the final at Nacho's second half goal earned a narrow victory over Athletic Bilbao. Defending champions Real remain 2 points behind leaders Atletico Madrid with one game remaining. Nacho slotted in from Casemiro's pass after 68 minutes and the goal was allowed to stand after a video assistant referee check for offside against Karim Benzema in the build-up. Real face Villarreal next weekend and Barcelona are mathematically out of La Liga race after a 2-1 loss to Celta Vigo in their home finale at Camp Nou. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin. Now the headlines once again. CCMC realizes the need of new laws to cope with the pandemic. Government to remove legal obstacle to save lives of citizens. Coronavirus claims 145 more lives across the country. Number of active cases tops 110,000. Finance Ministry allocates Rs 4.31 billion to contain COVID-19. The fund will be utilized to improve healthcare system. India's COVID crisis hits vaccine syringe scheme. Supplies halted since March. And Real Madrid owns narrow victory against Athletic Bilbao. La Liga title race to go down the wires. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website, JanataSamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infections. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.